Hi, welcome to Carte's Crossing. I want to see, and I'm just sort of putting things out there. Done the book reviews, kind of rambling about different things. Do my weekly weekend tarot spreads, and a bit of a reading, and that some readings for you. Sort of just some guidance, some bits and pieces. Done a little bit of healing. And I just thought maybe tonight, bit of a quiet evening, and I just thought I'd have a look and explore some of the spreads. Now you're starting out learning your tarot, and you're sort of starting to understand some of the major arcana, and you're starting to understand some of the suits, and you just sort of want to explore a little bit more about more than just the daily spread. So there's so many different spreads out there you'll see online and on YouTube. I'm sure you've seen loads of different spreads. Here's some of my favourites. I'm going to use the Fairy Lights Tarot. You might have seen them in some of my past weekend readings, things like that. I've seen me posting them on either Twitter or Instagram. Okay, so let's just move this down so you can see where we are on the table. There we go. What I'm going to do is, first thing I always do, I like to do if I'm doing a reading for someone, or there's doing a reading for online or whatever, what I do is 1, 2, 3, knock away the energy, gives it a bit of a clearing, shuffle. Now I like to shuffle my cards this way. You'll see I shuffle this way. I find that much easier because, especially with some of the decks that are quite big, this makes it a little bit easier. Okay. Occasionally cards will slip out. They might fall on the table. They might disappear on the side, onto the floor or whatever. And that's okay too. Now what we're going to do, instead of doing the basic one card reading that you sort of start with daily, and I'm not going to show you any of the big spreads. Oops, there we go. It flew right off the table. Okay, so the first card we're going to choose. Actually, there's two cards that have come out. We have the Queen of Swords. Got the Queen of Swords here. Okay. And the next card we have is the Six of Wands. And I'm just going to choose one more because we're doing a 3-card spread. So I'm going to lay the cards out into a fan and just hand over. And, oh, yeah, okay. I'm getting that here somewhere. Okay, here. Yep. Okay. And we have the Devil. Okay, card 15 in the majors. Okay, so just put those cards to one side. So we have here, hope you can see clearly, 3-card spread. Now you could do past, present, future, and you could read them as one sentence. So you've got the Queen of Swords. Now, Queen is a mature woman, okay, and Swords is about thoughts, ideas, intuition, seeing the truth of the situation. Maybe he's got some plans or some ideas that need nurturing. This is a woman who can also be about the truth of the situation. Now, she nurtures that, but she's also a sense of, hey, wait a minute, the truth needs to be revealed. So this is about looking at the truth of maybe something that's going on for you at this moment. Maybe you've got an idea or a project that needs nurturing in some way. There's lots of ways of looking at this card. And it's all about what you feel the Queen of Swords is telling you at this time in regards to ideas, plans, thoughts, communication. It's all about the mind. It's all about the mentality. It's all about intellect. Okay, so that's just some thoughts for you to think about. What needs to be nurtured. Then you have the Six of Wands. Now, Six of Wands in this reading talks about a sense of victory and success after a battle. So maybe there has been a battle of the minds, a battle finding out the truth of something, so that there was success in that. Okay, now the Devil cards come up and I'm getting a very clear warning. Now this one's normally about addictions, bad habits. So this is saying to me, be very careful about this ego in regards to, hey, I'm right, I've got success. Don't let it go to your head. Don't let yourself get addicted to that energy. Okay, so you got a whole sense of reading these cards, present and future, but a situation and sort of saying, hey, right now you've just been going through a battle. Okay, right now you've just been going through this battle, you've got success, but be careful you haven't overstepped the mark in regards to having an, letting your ego balloon out of proportion. So this is a 3-card spread. Okay, so we're going to put these cards away. Okay, so that's a 3-card spread. Now we're going to look at maybe a 4-card spread. This is one I quite like looking at. Oh, okay. What have we got here? To begin with, we have the spirituality, okay? And you have the physicality, okay? Physical. Okay, so we're just going to I just got told to shuffle. Okay, so there's the other 2. Okay, we've got spirituality, physicality, emotionally, and intellectually. Okay, so with 4-card spread, we're looking at 4 areas of your life. Spiritually, they're telling me that there's a blockage to your true potential. Okay, so because we've got the 1 of Pentacles and it's reversed. Okay, so I know you might be learning, but this is a good way for you just to begin with, just looking at it as blocks to your potential. Okay, blocks to where you want to be spiritually. Okay, what's your potential? But there's some blockage to that. There might be a block in regards to you meditating, which is stopping you from things. Might be a block to you working with the cards. You haven't got that pathway that you need. Okay, just some thoughts. Okay, so that's your spiritual. The King of Wands. Okay, so he's a mature man who is talking about your creative energy, or your ambition or your passion. So there's a sense of a physical creative energy. So there's a block to you physically that's stopping you from actually moving forward, walking ahead. Okay. Now, emotionally, you've got the Temperance card. So this is emotionally. Emotionally, you need a little bit of pampering. You need some moderation in how you take care of yourself and in what you're doing emotionally. Then you need to have that moderation. Okay? So intellectually, you've got the 5 of Cups. Now, they're saying mentally, you need to stop worrying about things that you cannot control. You've got this mental chaos going on in your head that's going on about what's going on mentally. There are some things that you just cannot worry about. Don't worry about spilled milk, basically. So mentally, you have to let that go in some way. Find a way to mentally work through that intellectually. There might be something that you cannot communicate, that you're unable to communicate with. And they're saying to you that you just might need to let that go because you might not have any control over what's going on in that respect. Okay, so taking a deep breath, we've got, looking at the 4 cards, we've got spiritually, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Okay, so that's a 4-card spread that you could use today. Just something to begin with. You've used your 1 card, you've used your 2, you did your 3-card spread, past, present, future, or in one sentence. Now you've got specific positions for the card. What's happening to me spiritually? What's happening to me physically? What is happening to me emotionally? What is happening to me intellectually? Okay, so that's a starting point. That's your basic 4-card spread for today. Thank you and take care, and hope you enjoy looking at more of the spreads that I'll share with you later on. Take care and blessed be from Hekate's Cross.